Your engine has lost power, fuel economy dropped, it idles rough on cold starts, and sometimes misfires randomly. You're thinking the engine is wearing out, but here's the truth. It's probably not worn out, it's just dirty. And cleaning it properly can restore performance you thought was gone forever. After 25 years as a mechanic, I'm showing you the one procedure that makes the biggest difference in bringing tired engines back to life. This isn't a miracle additive or snake oil product. It's a legitimate cleaning process that addresses the #1 cause of performance loss in modern engines: carbon buildup on intake valves. Let me start with why this problem exists. Modern gasoline direct injection engines spray fuel directly into the combustion chamber at high pressure. This is incredibly efficient for power and fuel economy, but it creates one major problem. In older port-injected engines, fuel sprayed onto the intake valves, washing them clean with every cycle. Fuel additives and detergents constantly removed any carbon deposits before they could accumulate. But in direct injection engines, fuel bypasses the intake valves entirely. The valves never get washed with fuel, so carbon deposits from oil vapor and crankcase gases accumulate relentlessly. According to testing, carbon deposits can disrupt airflow, causing the engine to operate outside of OEM specifications. Too much carbon buildup restricts air from flowing freely and keeps your engine from delivering the mileage and power you expect. If you drive a direct injection engine from 2010 or newer, especially from VW, Audi, BMW, or turbocharged vehicles from any manufacturer, you're dealing with this problem whether you know it or not. Here are the symptoms that tell you carbon buildup is stealing your engine's performance. Rough idling or misfires after cold starts. The engine runs rough when first started but smooths out as it warms up. Hesitation during acceleration. You press the gas and there's a delay or stumble before power comes on. Loss of power and fuel economy. Your car feels sluggish and you're filling up more often. Check engine light with misfire codes that are sporadic and difficult to trace. And poor emissions test results even though everything else checks out. Carbon buildup is more prevalent in vehicles that aren't driven hard or long enough to reach proper operating temperatures. If you use your vehicle only for short trips or drive lightly around town, the metal around the back of the intake valve takes longer to heat up. Without enough heat burning off carbon deposits, and very little air passing through to dislodge residue, the area keeps getting caked with layers of carbon over time. One mechanic documented a VW CC with around 40,000 miles that ran rough at idle on cold starts and sometimes set check engine lights for misfires. Using a camera through the intake air temp sensor, they discovered severe carbon deposits. After professional cleaning, the engine ran like new. So here's the procedure that actually works. Intake valve carbon cleaning, specifically walnut shell blasting. This is now the industry standard method for cleaning direct injection engines. Here's how it works. The intake manifold is removed to gain access to the backs of the valves. The coils and spark plugs are removed. First, mechanics physically scrape away the biggest chunks of carbon. Then they blast the valves clean with crushed walnut shell media at high speed. Once the valves are clean like new, everything gets cleaned out thoroughly and reassembled. Why walnut shells? They're hard enough to remove carbon but soft enough not to damage aluminum or valve surfaces. This makes them ideal for cleaning delicate engine components. The shells physically break up and remove hardened carbon deposits that chemical cleaners cannot dissolve. According to Bob is the Oil Guy forum testing comparing different cleaning methods, media blasting is the standard way to do it and the most effective. One member tested various methods and concluded that walnut blasting cleaned valves in minutes, while even aggressive chemical cleaners took hours to days for the same result. Now let me give you realistic expectations about costs and results. Professional walnut blasting service typically costs $400 to $800 depending on your vehicle and location. This includes labor for intake manifold removal, the actual blasting procedure, cleaning, and reassembly. If spark plugs are old, this is an ideal time to replace them since there's no additional labor. What results can you expect? Restored power and throttle response. The engine responds crisply like it did when new. Improved fuel economy, often 2 to 5 miles per gallon improvement. Smooth cold starts with no rough idling or misfires. Eliminated or reduced check engine lights related to misfires. And passing emissions tests that were previously failing. The service interval varies by how you drive. Aggressive driving and highway miles keep valves cleaner because higher temperatures burn off deposits. Short trips and gentle driving accelerate buildup. Most direct injection engines benefit from this service every 50,000 to 80,000 miles. Let me address DIY options honestly. Can you clean intake valves without removing the head? Yes, but with significant limitations. Chemical intake cleaners like CRC GDI IVD intake valve and turbo cleaner or Berryman intake valve and combustion chamber cleaner can be sprayed into the intake manifold. These products contain high concentrations of detergents designed to dissolve carbon deposits. The process involves spraying cleaner through the intake manifold while the engine runs or soaks. This can help with moderate deposits but won't match professional walnut blasting for severe buildup. Another method involves introducing controlled water vapor into the intake to steam clean valves. This is called water decarbonization. While effective, this method requires precision and extreme caution to avoid hydrolock, which means liquid enters the combustion chamber and damages pistons or connecting rods. One mistake and you're looking at engine rebuild costs. Fuel additives added to your tank can help prevent buildup but won't remove existing severe deposits. Products like Berryman 4-Step Professional Air and Fuel System Maintenance Kit or high-quality fuel injector cleaners maintain cleanliness but aren't strong enough for restoration. The honest truth: chemical cleaning methods work for prevention and mild deposits. For moderate to severe buildup that's already causing symptoms, walnut blasting by a professional is the only reliable solution. Here's how to prevent carbon buildup from returning after cleaning. Use top-tier gasoline exclusively. Top-tier fuel contains significantly more detergent additives that help keep what little fuel does touch components cleaner. Change your oil regularly using high-quality synthetic oil. New motor oils specifically designed for direct-injected engines are more resistant to the coking process that creates carbon deposits. Drive your vehicle hard occasionally. Get the engine fully warmed up and run it at higher RPMs periodically. Highway driving is ideal. Heat helps burn off deposits before they harden. Avoid constant short trips if possible. If you must make short trips, occasionally take a longer drive to fully heat the engine. Consider installing an oil catch can. These devices capture oil vapors from crankcase blow-by before they reach the intake manifold. High-quality catch cans that can be opened and drained capture contaminants and filter air re-entering the intake, preventing blow-by from reaching intake valves. Use chemical intake cleaners preventatively. Every 10,000 to 15,000 miles, use a quality intake system cleaner as preventive maintenance. This keeps deposits from hardening rather than trying to remove severe buildup. Let me give you specific recommendations based on your situation. If your direct injection engine has under 50,000 miles and runs well, start preventive maintenance now. Use top-tier fuel, change oil regularly, use intake cleaner every 15,000 miles, and drive aggressively occasionally to keep valves hot. If your engine has 50,000 to 100,000 miles with mild symptoms like occasional rough starts or slight hesitation, try chemical intake cleaning first. If symptoms persist after chemical treatment, budget for professional walnut blasting within the next year. If your engine has over 100,000 miles or severe symptoms including consistent misfires, significant power loss, or failing emissions tests, skip chemical treatments and go straight to professional walnut blasting. At this mileage with these symptoms, only mechanical cleaning will restore performance. For any turbocharged direct injection engine, be especially proactive. Turbo engines run hotter and accumulate deposits faster. Plan for professional cleaning every 50,000 to 60,000 miles regardless of symptoms. Here's the bottom line. Carbon buildup on intake valves is the single most common cause of performance loss in modern direct injection engines. It's not normal wear and tear. It's accumulated deposits that can be removed, restoring your engine to like-new performance. Professional walnut shell blasting costs $400 to $800 but can restore power, eliminate misfires, improve fuel economy by 2 to 5 miles per gallon, and extend your engine's life significantly. Compare that to ignoring the problem until severe deposits cause actual engine damage requiring thousands in repairs. Chemical cleaners work for prevention and mild deposits. Professional cleaning is necessary for restoration. The choice depends on your symptoms and mileage. Your engine isn't wearing out. It's just dirty. Clean it properly, maintain it preventively, and it will run strong for hundreds of thousands of miles. If this information just saved you from unnecessary engine replacement or helped you understand why your car doesn't run like it used to, hit that subscribe button. I post verified, practical car care content every week that actually solves problems. Next week, I'm revealing the 5 maintenance services dealerships push that you absolutely don't need and waste your money. One costs $180 and does nothing beneficial. You don't want to miss it. Drop a comment telling me, does your car have a direct injection engine? Have you experienced any of the symptoms I described? What's your mileage? I'll respond with specific advice for your situation. And if you found this valuable, hit that like button. It helps other drivers find solutions instead of expensive misdiagnoses. Thanks for watching. Your engine can run like new again. Now you know how to make it happen.